That's that little hoe ass fast boy. That
Fat
bitch.
hoe ass, fast
That
ass,
bitch.
fast ass hoe.
That bitch. Why a female dog that be a bitch?
Why choose the word bitch to describe what you consider to be poor behavior of a female?
Why what?
Why use the word bitch? The bitch
Okay.
for a dog came first.
All right. And if that's the case,
Because if you come for her baby, she'll take your neck off, no matter how big or little. She's a good mother. She's a great mother.
okay. But why is it a negative connotation?
That's why I'm saying.
Originally
Right.
before
Right.
a person put it
Because
in
all
a
they thinking is you calling a female a dog. And a female dog term was a bitch. So you calling her a dog. You really generalizing dog.
okay. So you
You a
want to call
dog, but when somebody say you a dog, they automatically think of men. So they had to find one that's specific to females.
yeah, but
Cause like they say a dog ass nigga.
right, but it's not the
You
same.
can't say a dog ass female.
But it's not the same.
Huh?
It doesn't carry the same weight.
Oh, it doesn't. You're right.
If you call a dude a dog,
Right.
if you call
Because if you
woman
call
a
it,
bitch,
because even if you call a dude a bitch, like that's
right, it doesn't.
right.
Right.
You're right.
So I'm saying, what's bad about the female dog?
I'm thinking in general.
In the
I'm
dog
thinking.
world.
I was going to say I'm thinking in general, and that's why I said that about them protecting their puppies. Is that maybe in general, if a dog to get a dog to attack, like you probably don't want to mess with her babies. So the female is probably the most vicious of the genders in dog world.
Okay.
I would imagine.
So, in a way, it's a compliment.
In a way, it's a compliment.
Now, I'm not justifying the word bitch at all.
Right.
It's offensive because
technically,
it's
a
it
compliment.
should be a compliment.
Yes.
Just because, I'm not trying to justify it.
Because you're talking about venom in terms of standing up and protecting your own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're tough.
And you're
what
tough.
About your bitch ass?
What about your husband? The boy dog.
The boy dog. Your
yeah,
baby daddy.
exactly.
What about that motherfucker?
Exactly. And boy dogs are tough.
He be the bitch.
And right. And boy dogs are tough too. But at the end of the day, maybe in dog canine world, the female, when you really train her or threaten her, that's the one you got to watch out
for. But they're saying they really using that word for people that are either mean.
Yeah, that they want to make a derogatory characteristic.
And she's just a bitch.
Yeah, as a derogatory characteristic.
That's I get it, but I'm wondering how the way words get transformed into something else that
I get it.
It really doesn't.
And who decided that that's how it's going to be? Because you condition a whole humanity to understand it to be that. You know what I mean?
And the originality of the word has nothing to do with why it's so bad.
Right.
Because people don't even call a female dog a bitch anymore.
That's right.
Because they just took it over.
Right. It's human.
It's human now.
We own it.
We own it. Is that a female or male dog? You don't say is that a bitch or
right,
dog?
Right, because that's not really offensive. Right. A person could technically have a pet grooming something, some kind of pet industry business where they only work with female dogs, and they could call the name of their business Bitches Be Like.
Yeah.
And that should be legitimate.
Should be.
Because they were like, bitches be like. Technically.
Because I don't.
It's a clever little title. But it would be offensive. So you can't call your business bitches be like.
Right. And when I used to say that I don't. If somebody called me a nigger, I'm not getting mad because I feel that I'm a nigger or, that it's just the fact that
you search for the most.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they think that's the most hurtful word they can use towards me. You know, so that's why I really get upset. You know, if that word to them was hot dog,
Mm-hmm.
you know, it's still the venom
Like,
behind it.
yeah, why
You
are you
know,
searching for the worst thing
cause
you could find to
right,
call
cause I
them?
know I'm not a nigger. Cause
And why is that the worst thing? Like, what is it about you,
right,
racist
and
bitch?
that whole
Speaking of bitches.
right, and if it meant lazy and shiftless, and that's what it was in the dictionary, back in the day before they would put a derogatory term towards people of color, it was lazy and shiftless. And it just doesn't even make common sense.
Mm-hmm.
Slaves did the work for you. How are they slave? How are they lazy?
Mm-hmm.
And there ain't no person around me that knows me, white, black, whatever nationality, is going to tell you that I'm lazy. Me,
Mm-hmm.
no, that don't fit. You know, so it's not the word doesn't even apply. So I was thinking about bitch. The meaning of the word isn't still doesn't apply because it's used as a derogatory thing. It's used as saying somebody's mean or you know, fidgety. So I'm just saying, if the real meaning is a female dog, how do you get from what's about the female dog that's derogatory in the first place?
I explained that as best I could.
No, I know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just reiterating. Maybe I missed something.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you say it twice, and then you like you might say something else. I might say something. You know another thing.
Mm-hmm.
So humans ain't shit. We just take over stuff and just it ain't it's not even what it used to be. And then when we can't clarify, we just change the rules. That's what it meant to those generation of people. Okay, I would like to know when we watch those animal those those pet shows where they have the competitions and they be doing all that. The judges, do they refer to them as bitches?
I think so.
Because they should.
I think they do. I think they do.
Yeah, any kind of pedigree person.
I think they do. I might have even heard it on.
I think we did hear. We was laughing at it one time. Like, that's a good looking bitch there.
Mm-hmm. That's something. They do refer to those bitches. Because that's what it is.
But see, this is where those people go wrong when they go down a similar path, like I was just talking about it. But then they would think that it's okay to go and call people a bitch because it shouldn't be offensive. Now you're gonna go back and try to retrain people,
yeah,
and tell them what they should and shouldn't get offended by.
Right.
And I think that's what white people try to do with the nigger word sometimes.
But at the end of the day, on my indigo tip, and what you were talking about before, and what we've discussed before, it made me wonder, which one of those motherfuckers decided this what word we gonna put out there to mean as a derogatory? Matter of fact, we're gonna take it and flip it completely unrelated to the positive compliment that it should be, and we're gonna have people hurl it at people offensively, and they gonna actually be offended by it.
Well,
like what was they like? What did they get out of it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Okay, you did it. Now we all out here using the word bitch offensive as offensively as possible, and loving term, but not a complimentary term. It's loving, but as far as a complimentary term, like what did you get? Okay, you did that, or was it just a test to see if you could do it?
But I would feel better if they said history showed that the female dogs were harder to work with than the male dogs.
Yeah.
You know, give me some bullshit.
Some
give me
negative.
some history or something. But just to say that bitch is just a female dog and just leaving it at that. And
because even when you say, "Oh, what's your dog's what?" Oh, you be like, "What's his name?" You be like, "It's a girl." Nobody says, "Oh, it's a bitch."
right.
They be like, "Oh, what's her name?" Then everything just transitions from him to her. But if you ask somebody, you can tell looking what's a male or female dog. If you go to somebody you don't know them and say, "Oh, what's your bitch's name?"
Well, it says male, female.
They would be so mad. I'm just saying you can't say that.
Right.
Technically, if you, according to what we were saying is technically true about the word, you should be able to go up and say, "Oh, what's your bitch's name?" But that's not something you can do.
Well, you can.
I know you can, but it could.
Yeah.
It is a 90+% chance of taking a turn.
Right.
90+% chance of taking a turn if somebody walk up to you and say,
But
"Oh, what's your bitch's
right,
name?"
But they wouldn't even use that word on TV.
Right. It went that far.
That's what I'm saying. It's a bad word. It's a curse word.
It's a curse word.
You couldn't say it growing up.
They went that far.
Even as a female dog, I couldn't say that in my household.
You're right. You're right.
It's a real word though.
Wow.
It's ass. I get the ass more than I
Yeah,
do.
because our daddy used to play on those words.
Jackass.
Or ass, a mule.
But I'm just talking about the ass. Yeah.
Yeah.
But still, you couldn't say bitch.
Mm-mm.
Damn. I still don't get damn. To this day,
My dad said it means to stop.
Right, but I'm saying to this day, I don't get why damn was ever a bad word. I don't understand. I knew it was, but I don't understand. It was one of them kind of half road.
Mm-hmm.
It depends on how you use it.
Mm-hmm. It depends on how you use it. But still.
But I don't get why is it a bad word. What's the history of that? Why is that a bad word?
It's not. But it has been made that by whoever this person had decided bitch was going to be
so you can say,
insult.
God, stop it.
Right.
According to your daddy.
Right.
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 Surprised he ain't use that on you.
Me too. I'm saying, because that's why I'm laughing. I'm like, it sounds like something he would have followed it up with. But.
Or did people say.
That's what or some smart shit that I would have started saying.
Gosh, stop it.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what dagnabbit mean in another language? Dagnabbit.
Probably.
Is that how Yoda say it?
Mm-mm.
No.
Yoda says it backwards.
I know, but it had to be a twist. Because he still would be saying the word, but he can't say the real word. So it had to be a twist on it. Because he said it backwards, he's still saying, damn it, he's still saying God. Yeah, I'm asking you.
I would immediately say dishwasher, but that's because we didn't have a trash compactor, so.
We didn't have a trash compactor or a dishwasher. First and only time I think I seen a trash compactor was at one of my white friend's house in high school.
Why is it useful to have one?
You'd say it smushes the trash where you can fit more in a bag.
Who needs that though?
That's the thing. You sell it to people. You find problem areas and you create something and you sell it to people and you market it.
Who has that problem?
When they show you that everybody's doing it, because you save on trash bags, you save on a lot of stuff. Garbage don't pile up. Now you can fit. What you could fit in one trash bag. You used to take 5 full trash bags, full. So you had all these trash bags full. Now you just got this one little thing.
It all got picked up.
Yeah, but you can fit more in a bag, and your garbage ain't overflowing.
When my garbage overflows, I take that bag out and put another bag in to be filled.
But then it backs up because you got to hold, garbage man don't come every day.
See, I was fine. You brought trash compactors into my psyche right now. I wouldn't even think about no damn trash compactors.
They could be like built in the house.
Like why?
I have a grab bag. I've got to pick something up for her tomorrow. Would you put that down on the list?
I wonder if that's something
I
that
have
just
no
doesn't exist anymore.
idea what to get your father.
Trash compactors?
What's
They all them got one.
I thought so.
They got one, don't they?
Wait, at their house?
Yeah.
No, that was just that drawer thing.
Yeah, where the trash is.
Yeah.
And then next, that ain't no trash compactor next?
No, I don't think so. I think it's just a hidden garbage can.
Oh, okay.
Furniture.